J.D. Vance, he wrote the foreword. You know, the Republicans are all dancing around this, trying to pretend that, you know, they're not down with Project 2025. Trump said the other day, I don't know anything about Project 25, and I don't want to know anything about it. Well, it turns out that Kevin Roberts, the guy who said that, you know, this will be a bloodless revolution if the left allows it. He wrote a new book. It's going to be out this fall. It's titled Dawn's Early Light, Taking Back Washington to Save America. The proceeds go to the Heritage Foundation. And guess who wrote the foreword to it? Yeah, J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, on Newsmax, he told host Rob Schmidt, he said, there's some great ideas, good ideas in Project 2025. All right. So much for Trump, huh? Meanwhile, J.D. Vance is facing the most embarrassing fact-checking of his life. This is really strange. This guy named Rick Rude's Cavs on X, on Twitter, tweeted on July 15th, which is just like last week, and I quote, "Can't say for sure, but he might be the first vice president pick to have admitted in a New York Times bestseller to effing an inside-out latex glove shoved between two couch cushions." And then there's this little parenthesis that says Vance Hillbilly Elegy, pages 179 to 181. Now, Vance never wrote that, right? The guy just tweeted this, and he's just some random guy. But the tweet got like 1 million retweets. Kathy Griffin came out and did a little riff on it, right? She said, we don't want a couch bleeper as VP, right? And that has led both Snopes and the Associated Press to write fact checks saying, no, Vance never did that to a couch. I mean, it's like just some now, you know, on the one hand, it's kind of funny. On the other hand, it's kind of alarming that some, you know, rando on X can, you know, say something in a way that looks credible, and suddenly you've got the Vice President of the United States having to deny it, or at least people on, you know, Snopes and the Associated Press on his behalf. And now it gets even weirder. The Associated Press today took down their fact check. So they're no longer denying that Vance did that to a couch. So, yeah, the show's been a little pornographic today. What can I say? All right. And meanwhile, a Jewish couple, Liz and Gabe Rulin-Ram, wanted to adopt a child. And so they live in Tennessee, and they they found a 3-year-old child in Florida that they wanted to adopt, and everything was all set to go. And so they went to a state-funded foster care placement agency and said, here's the kid, here's us, you know, filled out all the forms and everything. And the agency sent them a letter saying, we only provide adoption services to prospective adoptive families that share our belief system. In other words, you're Jewish, you can't adopt. They are suing the Tennessee Department of Children's Services. They say this violates the state constitution's equal protection and religious freedom guarantees. The problem that they're facing is that Project 2025 would allow this. And 10 states already have laws on the books, including Tennessee, that allows this. And that's where it gets really, I mean, the Project 2025 envisions upholding a biblically based social science reinforced definition of marriage and family, which doesn't include Jewish couples, apparently. And as I said, this is already law in 10 states. This is, I mean, this is the world that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance want to bring us, where a Jewish couple can't adopt because the state-funded Christian adoption agency says, we only deal with Christians, even though we take your tax dollars. Yeah, this family paid tax dollars to support this agency.